और ऐश्वर्य की गोद में पलते हुए, गुलाबों के शैया पर सोते हुए, और कभी भी आंसू बहाए बिना भला कौन महान हुआ है। ब्रह्मांड की सभी शक्तियाँ हमारे अंदर है। यह हम ही हैं जिन्होंने अपने आँखों के सामने हाथ रखा है और रोते हुए कहा है अंधेरा है। नमस्कार, respected chief guest, guest of honors, special guest, principal sir, teachers, parents and all my dear friends. I am Ashika Gayali of class 9 standing in front of you all to share my views on the topic Past, Present and Future, a Vision of India by Swami Vivekananda. Bharat is a unique country, geographically, traditionally as well as culturally. It is indeed glorified as it is blessed with spiritual saints and monks. Its geographical location is such that it is situated in the heart of the world, that is Hridayasthana. Hridayam can be split into Ha plus the plus Yam. Ha meaning Harati, that is to root out all the bad things. The meaning Dadati, that is to give it back as pure. And Yam meaning Yarati, that is to revolve. This is how a heart functions in a body and keeps it as one. This is how Bharat used to perform in the past. The world used to revolve around Bharat, and this is how we should function in the future. मैं उस देश की बेटी हूँ जहाँ छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज और सम्राट अशोक जैसा राजा था। मैं उस देश की बेटी हूँ जहाँ हर 50 मील पर भाषा, रूप, पहनावा, मजहब बदल जाता था। मैं उस देश की बेटी हूँ जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया को पाया जाता था। मैं उस देश की बेटी हूँ जिसे अपने भूगोल से पहले इस ब्रह्मांड का भूगोल समझ आता था। Swami Vivekananda envisioned an eternal Bharat, a Bharat right out of its slumber, reclaiming its rightful position as a self-reliant and vibrant nation. He believed in the potential of its people, not just physical powers, but also intellectual and spiritual autonomy. He recognized the vast treasures of knowledge embedded within Bharat's ancient texts and traditions. He saw Bharat as a cradle of ancient wisdom, where diverse faiths coexisted with symphony of tolerance and understanding. They alone live who live for others. Swami Vivekananda's idea extended beyond borders, its melody reaching each and every corner of the world. He saw Bharat as a beacon of hope, as a nation that would excel the upliftment of underprivileged and oppressed, both within and across borders. Swami Vivekananda saw India since the Vedic age. During his 3 days meditation in Kanyakumari, the past glory of India brought tears in his eyes. In the year 1897, Swamiji predicted that India will be free in next 50 years. And yes, exactly after 50 years, India got its independence. He says that the day Sri Ramakrishna Ji was born marks the growth of modern India. This is the concept of Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga has 2 main characteristics, purity and knowledge. Knowledge has 2 aspects, the practical knowledge of the world and the spiritual knowledge of the God. In Manduka Upanishad, it is termed as Apara and Paravidya. Swami Vivekananda believed that India can only be raised and saved when these 2 aspects of knowledge are equally balanced. Power will come, glory will come, goodness will come, purity will come, and everything that is excellent will come once the sleeping soul is rose to conscious activity. The vision of modern India should be a nation that is strong, self-reliant, derived by spirituality and service to humanity, where each and every individual is holistically developed with equal emphasis on mental, physical and spiritual growth. India should not just be a nation that is economically prosperous, but also a nation that is spiritually and intellectually active. a nation that is contributing for the betterment of the society. Swami Vivekananda believed that the development of the women should be the utmost priority of a country, and only then we can think about the development of this nation. Each and every country that have achieved greatness have paid proper respects to women, and the countries which have not have never been great. While traveling through the streets of Europe, Swamiji noticed the comfort and education even of the poor people. This made him realize the state of our own poor people. He questioned what really made the difference, and guess education was the answer. Education is nothing but the manifestation of knowledge already in a man. What a man learns is what he discovers. According to him, three things are necessary to make a man great, to make a nation great. That is communicating with the power of goodness, removing all the jealousy and suspiciousness, and helping those who are really being good and who are really trying to do good. Swami Vivekananda's early career started when he was born on 12th January 1863 and winded up when he left for his heavenly abode on 4th July 1902. His brief life of 39 years, 5 months and 22 days hardly had 9 years of active social life. Swami Vivekananda had immense faith in the youth of our nation. He saw them as the highest asset and wealth of our country. He believed that the youth of our country had enthusiasm, optimism, and an adventurous spirit. Being the youth of our country, we have a great responsibility of nation building. Let India arise. Let it arise not just for our own people, but also for the betterment of this whole world. The concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is highly relevant. The youth needs to believe in this. At last, I would like to conclude my speech with a motivating thought of Swami Vivekananda, which is also a mantra of success. When you are doing any work, do it as a worship. Do it as a highest worship and put your whole life to it for that time being. Thank you.